Hello, my name is Gerard and I have spent my entire career in ballet, and I believe that when approached correctly, ballet is one of the best forms of exercise, as in addition to combining strength, agility and flexibility, it exercises the mind, encourages self-expression, engages physically with the music and makes you feel better. Everyone can dance. It is one of the oldest forms of communication and predates language. If you respond to music or have a wish to move physically, then you are a dancer. This lesson will be an easy introduction to the basic elements of ballet. No special equipment or clothing is needed, but I do suggest that you wear clothing that you feel comfortable in and that you are not in danger of getting caught in when you move. Also, please make sure that you have a clear space around you to move in without danger of tripping or hitting things around you. So, let's get started with some basic things you will need to feel comfortable with to start ballet. Our dance partner is Martin, our pianist, and he is also our inspiration for all these lessons. So, let's all stand up. The first thing we all learn to do is stand to feel comfortable. And in this case, like me, you've probably gone through a lot of different stages in your life. So maybe your natural way of standing isn't quite what it was when you were younger. So let's start with just doing easy position with the feet, parallel, just about a hip's width apart. You can place your hands on your hips and just feel like you're lengthened. Feel that your toes are relaxed on the floor. Feel that your head is reaching up to the ceiling. Just feel very, very calm. Martin, if you could play some music to help us here along, that'd be great. Thank you. So just listen to the music. Allow yourself to breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel there's a flow of energy through your body and don't feel locked in any way. Try and feel like everything is stacked up. Your legs, your hips, your shoulders, everything is in one line and you're feeling very, very calm about how you are. Now, try rocking onto one leg. Seal on your right leg and feel the weight and go back to the center. Feel how there's not so much stress on that one leg. Rope to the other side and back to the center. Feel equilibrium. Now we're going to try the same thing forwards. Go forwards. You'll feel a little bit of tension in the back of your calves. Then come back into the center and feel that tension go away. Same thing, a little bit rock back. Feel how the toes come off the floor and rock back to the center. So hopefully now you can feel an even balance between both legs. Feel all your toes and all of your heel on the floor. One last breathe up and down. Now I'm going to try and move and still feel that sense of balance. Step side, up and breathe. And then we're going to step back the other way. And 1 and 2. And again, feel that perfect poise and energy through your body. Now try stepping forwards, forwards and up and breathe. Good. And back. Yum, ba-da, and breathe. Good. And last, up, 2 and down. And 2. And last time, Martin, lift and up and breathe out. Good. All right. Very good. Now, we're going to add a little bit of leg movement to that. So, Martin, if we could have a little bit of a march. Yum-ba, yum-ba-da-da, yum-bum-bum. This you can just follow right along with. Thank you. We're going to keep the body lifted out. 1 and down, out of the leg, and down, and again, and yeah. Don't worry how high the leg is, you can just do small to do this all within the range of movement that you have and you can feel comfortable with. Now we're going to just double time it, and a 1, and 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and 7, and 8. Once again at the speed. And a 3, and 4, and a 5, and a 6, and 7, and 8. Walk forwards, and 2, and 3, and 4, and back, and 6, and 7, and 8, and forwards, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Side 1, and 2, and side, then 2, and side, then 2, and side, then 2. And last time, 2, and yum-ba, 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 ba. And feel once again that you're beautifully pulled up and everything feels good. Very good. Now, we're going to forget about the legs a little bit. We're going to use the arms. The arms are a very expressive part of us when we dance. And so we're going to take a little bit of time thinking about them. Stand comfortably, legs easy, you can be a little bit apart, whichever feels comfortable. The arms are down. We're going to start by just rounding them. So you're just going to relax the elbows sideways, let the hands come up. So Martin, if we could just do some music, please, a nice easy 3 for this, thank you. And 2, so listening to your pulse 3 and 4. So you bring the arms up, 1 and then down, and up and down, and up and down, and up. Now we're just going to add to that a little bit. And 1, let the arms reach open, and in, and down, and 1, and open, and down. You can let the wrists waft a little if you like to when you move them out, and in, and down, and up, and open, and in. Now we're going to change it up again. And 1, this is called first position, and down, and stretch, and 1, and first, and down. Just going to add to that. So we have and 1, 2, first. Then you open from the shoulders out. Second and first, and second, and first, and down, and relax the arms. Last time. And 1, and 2, and open to second, back to first, and open. And Martin will be done at the end of this phrase. Thank you. There. So they're the first 3 positions of the arms: arm bar, first position, and second position. And you'll notice that at all times our elbows are bent. A lot of times in ballet, our arms in this nice shaped position. You always think of a little balloon or something that you can wrap your arms around. Your favorite person, so that you've got the nice shape of your arms there. And it always comes down. You'll feel that you have a move in the shoulders that open this, but the arms are moving in different ways. When we did this, it came from underneath. So each time you'll have a different flow of the arms. Most moves in ballet are built up of either bending or stretching. In this case, I'm showing a plie, which is one of the most iconic moves in ballet. So we're bending and we're stretching. Now, if we add more stretch to that, we can end up rising up. And if we add a really fast combination of bend and stretch, you get a jump. Now, we won't start with that, but we will start with the basic plie, which in French means to bend. And all our terminology is in French because they invented how to write it down first. So let me just get a prop. When you do a plie, the most important thing is to make sure that your knees track over your feet. So in this case, we'll just use an easy parallel position, just hips apart. You can use as a helpful hint either a dictionary in this case, which you can place between your knees, which allows you to make sure that you don't get this happening. Or if you're really daring, you can use a tennis ball, which if you place it between your legs there, does 2 things. Not only if you let your legs separate does it do that, but if you squeeze too hard, it pops out the front. So there's like that. So I'm going to use a book for right now because I suspect I'm going to need less help. So we're going to do a basic plie. So we're just going to do bend and a stretch. Try and feel that the ankles relax, the knees relax, and the hip sockets relax. Many times when we do physical exercise, we think we have to work hard. You do need to hold your body here, but you will be using the relaxation and then the lengthening of the muscles. You don't want to feel locked, you want to feel tall. So basically, by the end of this exercise, you should have grown about 1 inch. Okay, so we're going to do a little exercise with plies, and we're going to use the bar. Now, a lot of you at home will not have bars attached to your walls like we do in this dance studio here. So a chair or a wall, a countertop, they're all perfectly good to work with. I'm going to use a chair for right now. The main thing to think about is that the height of it is a little lower than the shoulder line, but not too low that it makes you lean sideways. So we're going to face the chair, the bar, and with feet just a little apart, we're going to do plies, 2, and a 3, and 4, 5, 6, and then we're going to do a rise up. Watch the shape of the back here. You don't want to do this or that. You just want to feel the whole body lifts up in one piece and lowers down. Again, it doesn't matter how high you go up off the floor. It's just that you just get the weight going, transferring onto the front balls of the feet and back down onto the heels there. Martin, if you could have a little plie music, please. Thank you. And 3 and 4. So hear the music breathing through. 1, 2, 3, up. 3, 1, 2, 3, up. And 1. Now we're going to add the rise and lift and down. Again, relax and stretch. Relax. Try and keep all this lifted up. Relax and stretch. Rise. Thank you, Martin. And down. So that's your basic plie. We'll build on that as we develop our lessons. But for now, I want to start building on something that you already did. You did a rise up. So now, starting with your feet together, we're going to go with one foot at a time. And you can hold on to your bar to give you stability for this. So you go 3/4 point, that's what we call that. And then you're going to go roll up to stretch all the way down to 3/4 point and down. Same thing with the other foot, 3/4 and up. And yum, little easy music, please. Da yum, bum, ba yum. And 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 3/4 and stretch it and down and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3. I'm going to turn sideways. You keep going so you can see what it looks like sideways. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Again, make sure your knees are tracking over your toe. 2. You don't let it go out. 3 and 4. And as much you can feel the whole of the foot on the ground there, big toe and little toe. Last time through one leg and the other. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And last time 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So this is your basic introduction to a tendu, and it's French for stretch. And we talked about plie, to bend, and now we're going to talk about stretch. So this is the last exercise we're going to do with this particular exercise. And that means you're going to move your foot forward. So you're going to slide it along the floor until it gets to that 3/4 point. And then you're going to extend further till it stretches all the way back through the 3/4 point and close. And then we'll do the same thing with the other foot. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So Martin, if we could have some nice tendu slow music. Thank you. And 1, 6 and 7. Remember, breathe up. 2 and 3/4 and up and 3/4 and close. Other leg. And 3/4 and reach. 3/4 and close. And 3/4 and reach. And 3/4 and close. And last time. And 6 and 7 and 8. And what I sneaked in there was the fact you're standing on 2 feet, and then you're standing on 1 foot, and then you're standing on 2 foot, back to 1 foot again. So already you've started to naturally feel a transfer of weight, which is another very important element of ballet. So thank you very much for joining us for this. We have one last element to do. In all ballet classes, we end with a reverence, and it's to say thank you to our musician, and also thank you to our audience who may have been watching us. So I'm just going to move the chair aside here. If you'd like to follow along, we'll do a reverence, please, Martin. So just again, start natural position, and this is your big introduction. Feel the music, 2 and 3 and 4. Step to one side. Take the other arm to your heart. Thank you. And to our audience who's watching us, it was wonderful, and thank you.